Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, blessings to you for your patience. Thank you so much. I'm having all the glitches in the matrix that you could possibly imagine. And I've just been on with Coco, and I'm just going to message her and ask her again to actually come on in the back end. Because I'm still not seeing things properly. So bear with me just one more moment. And please, I'm seeing your questions coming in. Please speak amongst yourselves. I'll be just one. Um, just wanted to let you know I was here. Okay. She's going to help me out. That wonderful Miss Coco. So greetings, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. It's so nice to see you. You are checking us out here on the Beyond Karma show, coming at you from Beyond Mystic every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a show where I get to come on and connect with our community. What a blessing it is to do so. And I see all of your, many of your familiar faces here. Hi, Guinness girl. Wonderful, Crystal. Can you do a poll? Okay. So many big questions rolling in. I love it. Thank you. And we're going to get right down to questions right quick here. I'm just going to wait to see if I can get my back end looking a little better for myself because I'm not able to. So I've started all of these. So welcome everyone in the community. So as you can see, you're here on the Beyond Karma show. And let me see if I can share you some exciting things that are going on. First of all, just so you know, you can find me to book intuitive tarot reading with me here on the Beyond Mystic consultations page. I offer hour-long sessions as well as half an hour readings. And this is a really excellent space for us to come together and really do a deep dive into what's coming up for you right now. Especially, this is such a good time to do it. It's such a pivotal time. I find myself doing a lot of overview wheel readings for the year for people, just like Mom did in her forecast, where you can really look at the whole year rather than just focusing on the astrological wheel. So that's an excellent thing to do. And then, oh, Coco's driving. All right, you know what? I'm just going to roll. I'm just going to roll with it and hope that I'm techy enough to be able to figure it out to the best of my ability. Love it. Love it. And you know what? Y'all know me here. Y'all know I'm going to try the best and do the very best that I can. So let's make it happen. Okay. Okay, well, she's having. Kicking it old school. Let's see here. Consultations, you're catching us on the Beyond Mystic YouTube channels. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube. And oh, I've lost my screen sharing. Hi. Question, dear Crystal, looking forward to where can you see me in the future? All right. Well, you know what? We're going to just dive right into questions here ASAP. Okay, so that's all working now. I'm going to come back here. Screen. All right. There it is. Okay. I'm going to leave it on that. Bear with me while I talk to myself. 5 minutes in, let's just get rocking and rolling here with you. I'm going to go to the questions and we're going to go to this one first and foremost. Hey, Kay. Hi. quick update on your read on my candle biz. You were so right. Oh, celebrations to you. Things are moving slowly, but definitely forward. You are the best. I'm so proud of you. I have been thinking of you, sending you my well wishes, and I hope that, I know this community is behind all of us really stepping into living in our purpose, doing the very best that we came here to do, stepping into our highest timeline, especially in this fire horse year where it is really taken off. And now you just feel it bubbling, right? Feel it. So thank you for sharing that, Guinness Girl. I am so honored to have been a facilitator along your path. And please keep us posted. Well done. Hello, wonderful Crystal. Hello. Can you do a poll on if RH blood is affected differently in a spiritual aspect? Yeah, I mean, we've definitely looked at RH blood, RH negative a couple of times. It is a big topic for sure. And I'm going to pull up my cards. Mouse isn't working. I also can't get the view of the other screens that I could. So we're going to go on this where you just see the cards are going to be equal to me today. So here we go. Okay. Tears of joy and appreciation right there with you. Doesn't it feel good? One step at a time. Sometimes that's all it takes. And sometimes we step backwards, and that's all right. That's all right. Doesn't mean you're not moving in the right direction, my dear. Well done. Celebrating you. Celebrating you. Yeah. Okay. Back to the question at hand. Okay. Just going to take a breath. Take a breath with me, people. Tuning in, tapping in, coming into that power neutral, heart-centered frequency of love, gratitude, receivership, clarity, clear communication, being that vessel. And we're looking at RH negative. Is it affected differently in a spiritual aspect? I'm going to look at what we need to know about the spiritual dynamics of RH negative blood. Let's see. My mama, Mrs. Shella, is RH negative as well. This has always been a topic in our family. Okay, so where it's coming from, what it's going through, and where it's going. Okay, so very, very interesting here, right? If we look at this spiritually, it's definitely, I feel like the bloodline in general, the RH negative bloodline has really been tampered with in a lot of ways. I think that it has been manipulated and used in a nefarious way. And so there's a lot of, there's, I think, a lot of underground negative connotation that comes along with it. And I feel that it is undergoing, those of you that have RH negative in your being, it may not be, you may be undergoing some sort of a filtering process or some sort of a process where there is a new sort of frequency that's going to be coming through you. And I think that I think there's going to be a lot more information with this Wheel of Fortune coming forward here. there's going to be a lot more information about what is the real potent truth about the Rh negative bloodline. Wow. I mean, undergoing huge transformation here. So, excellent question. And I wonder for you, Logan 11, how this may affect you, because we're pulling you and your energy and your guides into this as well. It is affected differently in a spiritual aspect. I feel as though it's probably our longest, truest blood type. So very interesting here. And there is a reinvention that's coming up. Yeah. Hi, Angela. Yeah. Hi. Thank you for the reminder. I know. Oh, you're A negative. Okay, interesting. It's a curious topic that's definitely up right now. Thank you for bringing it forward. All right. Much love to you, Angela. Thanks for being here. Okay. Did I jump timelines last month, mid-December? I lit some incense and left the room for a few minutes, rushed back, concerned about leaving the incense unattended, and it vanished. Very interesting. All right. Well, let's have a look. Things like that have been happening to me, particularly in our kitchen. Our kettle's been coming on out of nowhere. I came into the kitchen this morning, and we usually have like a string of lights that we turn on every morning. And I came out, everything was off. It was first thing in the morning, everything was off. And then I looked over and all of a sudden they were on. They have like 10 settings, and they were on the exact setting that we turned them on to. And they weren't on when I came out. So I was like, okay. And that's been happening quite a bit. So I think there's a nod to some timeline jumping happening. But did you, mid-December, jump timeline? Quite possibly. It's interesting, quite possibly, because we see if this is sort of where you were coming from, I feel like you certainly have the magic and the possible, like the tools to be able to do that. We've got this, I always see the magician as the as above, so below fellow. And to me, that, and with this infinity symbol overhead here too, right? To me, that is between the realms. He is the navigator of the between the realms, right? So it's possible that you really made magic happen. Certainly, if you didn't jump timelines, there was some magic underfoot that occurred there, right? And it feels as though it might feel like it's brought forth some, like it's stirred up things, like it's brought forth some chaos, and the chaos, the fives that it brings in a new sort of, the timeline that you've come to feels as though it's bringing in a new groundedness, actually, interestingly, into the 3D. So you're going to notice now when things like perfect storms, or things like you not really being like, why is this happening to me? Or there's some sort of internal battles or chaos that comes in. It's that that you're on that timeline that's upgrading you to be in your greatest abundance, especially, but in your greatest, like grounded in the fullness of what you're capable of doing here in the 3D, which is very interesting because it's like the timeline almost seems as though you're able to really almost ground into the 3D in a better, more integral way. We do have the spiritual card here on the bottom. So I'd say that, and these two coming up as well. So I'd say that you're really, if the timeline jump happened, which is quite a possibility here with the magician, that you might feel, it's a kind of like ascension symptoms a little bit with this Five of Swords, and then poof, grounded in the newer, higher frequency timeline of more abundance, more connection to your natural value, and also to even higher aspects of your spiritual nature. Moving you in a great direction, though. I mean, look at this, the sovereignty card here, moving forward in a new direction. So thank you, incense, for showing you. Yeah, right? The research I've been doing is that we cannot link to the hive mind like positive blood types. Possibly. However, can you link to the hive mind of the Rh negative blood type beings or the negative blood streams in general that may be on a higher timeline, on a more, on a slightly higher timeline or higher vibration? It feels like there's some real ancient wisdom that comes through in those makeups. Okay. Hello. Listening by the bedside, but have a question regarding my dog Pepper that ran away when I lived in Athens. Never found. He was the smartest with the gentlest soul, hoping he found a new home. Pepper. Aww. Ran away in Athens. Okay, so everyone, we're tuning in with Pepper. Let's have a look. What do we need to know? Where did Pepper end up? Finding a good home? Okay. Oh, look at this. Pepper went out on a wander. Look at it. We've even got the dog in there. Dun, da, 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 da. Went out on a wander. Okay. So, okay. Couple ways that we could read this. So again, we could look at it like Pepper went out on a wander, was called to say goodbye to the dynamic that the two of you had together, and found a new home, potentially with a woman, maybe even an older woman, someone that was close to the land. That is very possible, that it was like just too good of a situation to pass up, right? So that is very possible. It's also possible that that Pepper may have crossed over for whatever reason and felt the call to wander off to really be close and be in nature, to take the next leg of his journey. It looks like if it wasn't ending, it was very peaceful and that Pepper was very well cared for by the spirit of the Great Mother. But if it was an ending to your dynamic and an entry to a new one, it looks also like a very good dynamic that may have been, this woman may have really needed what Pepper had to offer and the lovely being that you shared your time with, right? So either way, my dear, this was a happy ending for Pepper. Yeah. Mhm. Sending love to your heart though, because that's always a tough one to lose. Yeah. The oldest Yayas did love him. He was hunting for the ladies though when he ran off. I'm just happy if he was taken well care of. Yeah, yeah. Right? It seems as though he felt the call to really go in a different direction, whether that call was to return to the earth or whether that call was to turn to one of the yayas, right? And support her in whatever she needed. It sounds like you really did beautiful work with Pepper to get him ready for his next journey. Lovely to see. Really beautiful cards, no matter which way you look at it. So that's so lovely. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Will I get an offer on my new Mexican property? There will produce some income for my family and I in 2026. Okay. Some interesting typing in there, but I think I get the gist of it for you. Spelterson. All right, let's have a look. Let me get that off of my new property. Increased income for your family in 2026. Okay. I would say so, because we've got, look at this, we've got the wish fulfilled card. It seems as though it's going to be a bit of when this high priestess comes in, she's rather mysterious. And it may not look the way that you suspect that it's going to, or that you hope that it's going to, not in a bad way, but just that there's a great sort of mystery that's there right now. And it looks as though you might even have a couple of choices in terms of who is interested in the property, and you might feel even like a little bit sort of torn. But I do think that if you look at this card in the center here, if you look at the Lover's card, you're really choosing, you're really going to want to choose, obviously, the greatest possible outcome here. You'll know. I'd say you want to give it a little bit of time to make a really good choice, because you might have a couple offers that are like, oh man, which one do I choose, kind of thing. And they may even have a bit of like a bidding war or something like that. But all in all, it works out excellently for you and your family. Yeah. I think that it might just not happen necessarily in the time frame that you're hoping for, but I'd say in 2026, it may be towards the end of 2026, something like the 9th month, like September or something like that. but September could be really great. If you check out Mom's forecast, I think there's some good, there's some really good cards that start to come in around having some of that actualization in the material happening in that second kind of half of 2026 here. So, but we are getting a yes with that wish fulfilled card here. So that is exciting. And you know what? It's going to work out better than you think that it's going to. Don't rush it. Okay. Hugs to you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. What's the energy moving towards me? Spending more time in the garden. Wow. Thank you all so much for your questions. How will my art painter career evolve in the future? All right, just double checking here. I'll get to as many as I can. Oh, right. We were talking about this earlier. Any advice for me putting my Vegas tribute band together? Thank you. Vegas tribute band. All right. Well, Sandra, you're doing all the cool things, making movies and Vegas tribute band. Just a creative genius over there. What do you play in the band? Are you a musician, a singer? What's your handle on all of it? Okay, any advice on putting your Vegas tribute band together? Lead singer. Cool. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back, Sandra. I'm going to just put this up here. New Mexico property, last name Peterson. Thank you. You're most welcome. We have had several offers already, but haven't taken them. Yeah, awesome. You know, really wait for that right alignment. You're going to know it. You're going to know it. It's going to sort of feel right. It might be some like a power couple, someone that is going to bring a deeper sense of almost like spirituality with them. Mm-hmm. Love it. Okay. I'm going to go on right from here. I got off track. Cassandra, you and your tribute band in Vegas. Dun, dun, dun. What do you need to know? Okay, so what I see here is that, okay, there's something about timing here. There's something that still needs to be completed. There's something that is maybe even the reason for you doing it, something from the past that is kind of like a shadow aspect or some sort of a dynamic between the players in the group or something like that. There is a real gateway of possibility when you look back and really surrender any of the old like thoughts, any of the old negative patterns, or any of the old fears around what's come up for you in the past around having this group together or doing this kind of thing. So there's something that it's like it's not going to look the way that it did before. Yeah. So it's there's going to be a new way forward. You're going to be seen in a really different way in this than you have been before. This, like, the lead singer part, there is a new version of you that would be stepping forward, and something has to get let go of for you to do that. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know. Please let me know if you have any other questions about that, because yeah, please let me know if you have any other questions about that. It does look like an excellent sort of outcome. Wait for the right time. There's still something that's asking to be cleared. And then the opportunities, the gateway. Any clue as to what to let go of? Okay. For one, there's something about putting your energy in too many places. You want to focus on kind of like, if you're going to do something, you really want to see that thing through before you take on another thing. And there's something that's going to be happening almost with the financial system or something. Yeah, I need to get myself more ready to before setting up a digital audition. Yeah, right? There's something, it's just like, again, we've got 3 big, huge letting. Yeah. There's something where you're going to need more of a financial backing a little bit too before you kind of go into this, or like balls are going to drop a little bit. So you may need to promote your film more first. You may need to just know that you have a little bit more of a nest egg. And it's something that's like, I hear like a labor of love almost too, but you want to be sure that you have enough that this can kind of build slowly, so that you don't feel like, dang, I tried it and it like crashed and burned kind of thing. So focus on completing one thing and really doing it well first, because if you don't, you might end up in burnout and it may not fly for you because you're not putting your whole best self into it. But hey, best wishes on that. I mean, yeah, I see that you're going to, it's going to, you're going to be, again, you're going to be doing it a different way than you've done it before. And you're really going to team up with, I'd say, probably 2 other people that, where you have really equal parts in making this happen. If you don't have that solid foundation where you have 2 other people that are really equally contributing to this, wait until that happens. Wait until you feel like you have all the systems in place that things are going to work tickety-boo. Okay. Don't rush it. A lot of stuff around not rushing. And if you look at Mom's forecast that she did on the last psychic tarot show on last Saturday, she did an annual forecast for the year. And, right now in this first couple months, it's a little slow going to get into that fire horse year that we're in. So you're most welcome. Blessings to you on your journey. I'm sure you're going to slay it, girl, no matter what. I don't doubt it. And then we want to hear all about it. Okay, now I see this question. I'm going to pause for a halftime in just a second. Looking forward to, where can you see me in? Kathy, this isn't a super clear question. Kathy Doucette from Rumble here. Not a super clear question for me. So please post again, something that's just a little bit clearer for the future for you. Thank you so much. Oh, been struggling with a sciatic nerve. Can you ask cards if there's an emotional aspect to this? Absolutely. Perhaps your film will help fund the tribute band, right? Thinking outside the box, that we're going to be in a year of really allowing ourselves to think bigger, think outside the box, think greater. Don't bring our old ways of doing things in from these last 60 years. New ways forward here. If it doesn't feel like a new way, try it again. Try again, people. Okay, let's look at your sciatic nerve pain, and then let's take a pause. I do have a good news story this week. I do. Very sweet. And I'm gonna let me check my schedule. Make sure, see what I have after this. On karma. Yeah, I'll probably go a few minutes over today because we what? There we go. So I started late. Yeah. Can you ask if there's an emotional aspect to the sciatic nerve pain? What do you need to know about the sciatic nerve pain? That's a tough one, isn't it? Yikes. Nerve pain is so challenging. So tweaky. So tweaky. Okay. I don't see it being necessarily an emotional issue. It is definitely an opportunity for an upgrade. So what can you do about it? I would say, for one, upgrading the way that you speak to yourself, and even having a chat with this sciatic nerve. Tuning in, what is asking it what it needs. There's something where it's bringing you into your greater strength. I wonder also too, like what your muscles are doing around it. So there's something about strengthening versus treatments at this point. So I would say looking at some exercises that really work to strengthen your stabilizing muscles. So I'm not sure where you're at in terms of like going to the gym or at home exercises, but it seems as though it's bringing you into your greater strength, and that something is asking to be, one, released, and two, you're going to be speaking to this part. Thank you, the Ho'oponopono, like, I'm sorry that this is I'm sorry that you're needing to scream at me so loudly. Thank you for showing me where I can listen and be more supportive, right? And because this is more in the mind, it's like allowing yourself, yeah, it's allowing yourself to come into, for one, there's a little bit of emotion here that has to do with your inner child. So again, it brings it back into strength. The being your own protector, provider, being your own greatest support. Okay. I would also check out, we've got a couple of supports here that have sciatic flares recently. So I wonder if it's energetic. Okay. Tom Morrison on YouTube has great healing, has amazing videos on strengthening hip flexors. Yeah. So I'm sure that, before you've come here, you've done lots of work on it. Something that may be to look at is something like Louise Hay as well. And something where you can say mantras or upgrade your thoughts a little bit into really coming into your strength and your center, and then doing the physical exercises. But I think in this year, you're going to have an energy upgrade in general that's kind of going to come. It's going to kind of come out of left field for you almost. And all of a sudden it could just be fixed. Done. It's done. It did it itself. right? Yeah. So, and you know what? I've had that happen with, I get something happening in my body almost every year that I'm like, what is this now? It's like, and then all of a sudden, it's moved on. It stayed with me for a year, and now it's moved into a different part of my body, or there's a different thing that's happening, and again, we bring it back into, is this just ascension symptoms, or what the heck is going on? But I'm like, okay, I'm upgrading. Now I'm upgrading this part of me, or now I'm upgrading that part of me. So, but I do find the last thing that came in that's really helped to upgrade me is I took on a waitressing job working a busy restaurant a couple nights a week. And all of a sudden my shoulder was better, feeling better. My hip was feeling better. And at first I was like, I'm never going to make it through this. I'm just in pain all the time. But then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I'm able to like carry these trays and like lift these huge things. And I feel way more like strong now. So sometimes it's like it just needs a little bit of a tune up and a little bit of a reinvention. My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Blessings to you on that journey. Okay. I see the next one, and thank you to Kathy. I see you clarifying that. I'm going to share this and see what else we can offer for you here. I wanted to share these. Oh, I just love these. Makes me giggle every time that I see them. Okay. So, Sending Ravens and Beyond Mystic has teamed up to create this super awesome t-shirt with Janine's classic saying on there. Uh, Absurd. That's absurd. Oh, I can just see her. So you can receive 10% off with code Beyond Mystic at the checkout, and get this special t-shirt. And this is on essentialorganites.com. So head on over there to pick up your awesome and hilarious t-shirt. Love it. Okay. And I also wanted to point this out. You guys, so much cool stuff happening here. Okay. This is an opportunity here to love. I love these bundles, and I have a little bit to say about them. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Okay. So interesting. And they're so affordable. I love it. Navigating the year ahead with clarity and confidence and conscious timing. Our incredible professional astrologer, new to the team or returning back, Astrid is here, that reveals zodiac signs specific forecast based on their major planetary shifts in 2026. So you can purchase your full bundle here. You can add to your bundle, choosing which sign you want to pick. It does give you how to choose your signs here. So starting with your rising, adding your sun, moon, and then other signs for you, your friends, and your family, if you so choose. Excellent pricing here. And then you can also come on down and get the all 12 signs bundle for only $11.11. Fantastic. I'm definitely going to go on and make that happen. Love it. Okay. And before we get going too much, let's just dump right into this good news story. This is a story from my one of, let's see. This is a story from someone in our community. Early Morn shared this with me. She is a dear client and a longtime friend now of mine. And I'm very excited. I mean, it's just so sweet, right? It's so nice to find these real sweet stories kind of coming in. So this is a story about a high school carpentry class in Burnsville, in the US, and high school carpentry students turned to home building for the victims of the Helene storm. So I'm going to bring this right up, and I've got to actually put it up on here. Bear with me. Share this instead. There we go. And I'm going to put it on and press play. Please let me know if you can't hear it.
Construction training facility at Mountain Heritage High School. It looks and sounds like any other carpentry class. That's until you realize what the students there are actually working on.
It makes me feel very proud knowing that I am able to help and change someone's life that is in need through not only school, but building and just helping out those that can't really help themselves.
Croy Silver and Hensley England are both students in Jeremy Dotz's honors carpentry class.
I just wanted to go out and help others, and this is a great opportunity to do that.
One of their projects this semester is turning this wooden frame into a tiny home for a storm victim who lost theirs. It's all part of a new partnership between the high school and local organization Rebuilding Hollers. Stephanie Johnson started the nonprofit.
We have so many community members that lost their homes. And all of these boys were affected by the storm. We all were. We all lived through everything that happened.
Rebuilding Hollers uses donated funds to purchase home building materials. Through this new partnership, those supplies then make their way here to Mountain Heritage High School, where a group of 18 seniors go to work on building an A-frame, 650 square foot home shell.
So it was a perfect marriage of the two to come together and collaborate with the students and the community to give back right here in Yancey County.
Carpentry teacher Jeremy Dotz says his honor students bought into the project right away.
When they heard that we had the opportunity to be able to build a home for people in our community that were directly affected, it was absolutely essential to the way the program just came together.
A program and partnership born out of the devastation, one now giving the people who lost everything a new place to call home.
Yeah, I can't wait to just see the final project and just see that person just thriving in the home.
In Burnsville, Sean.
All right, Sean Coffey is joining us.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I just love it. Like, what I love so much about that, I mean, for one, we're really seeing the way that community, again, the way that community can come together through devastation when we're really put to the challenge, right? And I love seeing this next generation youth really stepping into purpose, like putting their skills to good use, especially seeing these boys, these young men coming together and learning how to use their hands for the better, learning how to use their hands for good, and how to really, like, you can see they're excited to work together. You know, they're not sitting around miserable and gaming and talking smack or, putting it on their Snapchats. I mean, maybe they're Snapchatting it, right? But yeah, humans helping humans is always a great way to serve others. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for the story, especially like the way that teenagers were given the opportunity to help. Exactly. And this is one thing that I've really spoken a lot to, especially in the last few years, 5 years, 6 years, is that our youth is increasingly becoming overlooked and increasingly being made to feel like they're kind of failing and flailing, right? So much anxiety, so much bullying, so much distraction, so much ADHD, and it's just like, actually, these beings are quite on the next level when we give them the tools to go there. So I'm very passionate about giving this next generation a voice and a purpose and a place to direct all of that energy. Again, thinking outside of the box and doing it differently than we ever have before. Yeah. Given a chance to achieve and give back. Yeah. Beautiful. Need more of these events. Yep. Exactly. Right. I love it. Oh my gosh. Finishing off on a positive note. I would like to get to a couple more questions. So let's have a look. See here. Okay, Kathy. I'm going to bring this question up. I am a crochet textile crafter for 40 years. No business, just craft fairs. Can you see me having the means to go ahead with what I truly love to do? I'd love to answer that for you. Well, I love that you have put your passion, put your hands to use in the textile realm. I believe that this is a very important skill for us to continue to cultivate throughout time, because it is, to me, a very honorable way to spend our time. And that's a whole nother topic, but okay, can you see me having means to go ahead with what I truly love to do? Oh, I hope so. That tower is really wanting to come in today. Wow, it's been in every single spread that I've had. Okay, well, okay. We have themes today, folks. We have themes. There is so much in here about doing things differently. So again, you're going to, it might not be doing it in the way that you've done it before. And I almost get that you're not just staying in your area. I get that you're almost kind of like taking your show on the road. I get that you're almost like, it's not going to be just doing it from your hometown. Oh, if you could crochet a possum, I would buy it for you. Aha. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling. Like I'm almost getting, Kathy, that it's going to be, you're going to be almost putting it out there, maybe even online, building yourself maybe even a little Etsy account or something where you're not just doing markets, where people can buy your stuff online. Because I feel like your stuff's going bigger. It's going more broad spectrum. It's not just in your town where you live right now. That feels intimidating for you. You're asked to come into your greatest creative expression. Okay. Yeah. And okay, Guinness Girl, thank you. I love it. If you can do it, look into an Etsy shop. Exactly. And that may feel a little bit intimidating. I can see that that might weigh a little heavy on your head, but you're going to have the skills to be able to do it bit by bit, slow and steady, start small. And you're really, people are going to see you. People are going to see you. There's also something about making stuff for animals, like clothing for animals or crafting animals. You're creating little, I see, like cats, creating clothing for cats, creating building something like where it's animal themed. You're doing animals. So that's funny that Guinness Girl wants you to do a possum, but particularly the cat stuff is going to go over well. So I would be kitty cakes, right? Hilarious. I love Etsy. Discovered it during prop shopping for my movie. Yeah, prep. Yeah, exactly. Catnip stuffed toys. Right. Look at how many sales you have just on this chat. So, I mean, I love it. And I think there's going to be lots more opportunity coming forward for some online marketplaces to happen where people can see your stuff. Etsy is a great place to start. And then let our community know what you're doing. Come on this show, wherever you can make it happen, and post up a picture. I wish you could post pictures in the comments here, but yeah, more on that to come. There may be other places that you can make that happen. So this looks great. You're going in a great direction. You kind of got to get out of your own way, though. You're your own worst enemy a little bit, and that's okay. We all do it. Yeah. Oh, Brenda wants a turtle. You guys, this is such a good way to live. I'm going to leave off on this. I love it. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. to everyone whose questions I didn't get answered, bless you for being here. And, come find me next week. Oh, I hate that I've missed your questions. Happens. Kathy, thank you so very much. Very honored to read my message. Wow, I'm overwhelmed but excited. Yes, I think it's going to be big. I'm excited for you. Yeah, okay. I can post pictures to you. Please do. Please do. Yeah. You know where to find us, and share with us what you're doing, because people love stuff like this, my dear. It is a great way to put yourself to work. Yeah, we'll see you next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Before you go too far here, let me share a couple more things with you. Okay, let's see. Add that to stage. Coming up. Schedule for the week, everybody. We have one more. Okay, stoked for this show tonight. Decoding Janine's transit with Astrid. That'll be streaming on Rumble, YouTube, and X. How cool is that? I'm excited to watch that show. I'll definitely have to tune in for that. Tomorrow we've got the, so that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening, a few hours from now. And tomorrow we've got Beyond Crystal Code with Carla and Coco. Just love those two. And then Beyond the Vault with Jean-Claude and Andy coming up tomorrow afternoon. And then wrapping it all up with Beyond the News tomorrow evening. Stacked schedule we have for you guys this week. So awesome to see. Wrapping it up on Sunday, I see there's Beyond Critical with Janine, JC, and Max. We're going to have to check that one out. Beyond Critical seems like something we really got to be looking at. Yeah. So, okay. Before we head off, I'm going to pull an Angels and Ancestors card for y'all, because I like to finish it off with that. As I said, I will pull one of these cards for my client before each one of their readings. And I sit there, I meditate, I tune in with them, and I call in for messages to support them to come through and pull a card for them. And it astounds me every time what comes through. I love to see just that extra bit of support. And, I have to be very open and trusting and honored to use these tools. And it blows my mind still, right? Yeah. Okay. What do we need to know? What do we need to know here for our collective community? What wisdom can we share for the week going forward from this Tuesday to the next? What do we need to be aware of? Oh, that one wanted to come out. This is it. Fun, you guys. Okay. Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. Well, weren't we just talking about that? Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. Ignite your passions, folks. Here we go. All right. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The Fire Guardian represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the Fire Guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. You guys have gotten this one before on the show. We're a spicy little group. Oh my gosh. I remember reading this morning, like, okay. You're being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you've recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you're in a relationship, this card can ignite a great spiritual and sexual connection. Either way, we are, yeah, spicy little group. Either way, we are igniting, right? That's what we're here for. Fire horse year. It's coming in, right? We are igniting our passions this year. It is not about our shoulds. It's about what's lighting us up inside. What are our deepest desires? Let's step into that. Let's find the pleasure in life. Let's stop being under the weight of the fear and the anxiety and the all of that. Let's burn through that by igniting our passions and our purpose. Yeah. Wow. Right? Just love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, lastly, I just want to share that a little reminder that you can find me here again on the Beyond Mystic Consultations page. And it's always such a joy to get to spend time with you, a little more time in person. If you are able to, I highly recommend going on and booking a session. I do offer hours and half an hours. And, if it's not working for you right now, I always look forward to seeing you here on the Beyond Mystic channel for YouTube, Rumble, and broadcasting on X. And you're tuning into the Beyond Karma Show. See y'all again next week. Blessings on your week, everyone. Thanks.